Wow. Thanks for coming to this. This is going to be the thrilling conclusion to one man's Star Wars, the original trilogy, and I'd say original trilogy, 4, 5, and 6, Return of the Jedi. I do have a backup script, but most of it, God willing, is going to be as much from memory as humanly possible. And I want audience participation, so I want each and every one of you to be able to say a certain phrase if you think I get a line wrong. That includes Mr. John Robert Matz, this amazing composer and instrumentalist sitting right over here. So if you've really memorized this movie and you've got it hardcore, definitely call me out on it, okay? My name is Alexander Brandon. I do game audio, game composing. I work on games like Unreal, Unreal Tournament, Deus Ex. And I have this curse where I happen to remember things a lot and drive certain people crazy with being able to quote stuff. And there's like, you know what, you should actually try going through the whole movie. And I did. And they were like, nah, you should actually consider doing that for real. So I was like, okay. So the way we're going to kick things off before we actually start the film is I've thought of a script, or excuse me, a line from the film in which you guys are going to call out. And a little bit of backstory on that. So at this point, and oh, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for you, by the way, Luke is almost a Jedi, and he's, you know, really, he's come into his own, he's really matured, and he's learned quite a bit about the Force, and he's not whiny Luke, except in one case, right? So in the original one, you have, but I was going to the Tashi station to pick up some power converters. You can waste time. So that's whiny Luke, right? You know, whiny Luke is, you know, you got to start somewhere and actually go somewhere. So like now that he seems like he's almost a Jedi, he's got, you know, a ton of maturity, except when he's getting ready to follow them in the speeder bikes and he goes, I see them, wait, Leia! Oh, poor Luke. You wanted Leia to wait for you. So you guys are going to call out that when I screw up, okay? So let's practice. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I want you all to shout that line out. Can you remember? I see them, wait, Leia. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Great. See, it's almost cathartic too, right? Get a little bit of that, you know, early MAGFest whatever out. Okay, so we're going to start because we've actually got 2 hours for this. So I have to figure out and intersperse bits of commentary in the middle of that, sort of riff tracks it, or Mystery Science Theater, or whatever you prefer. And we're going to have some fun with that. But we're also going to sing the theme, because you can't get away with doing the movie without singing the theme, excuse me. So we're going to start with the theme. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to try to harmonize, and John is going to wince while I do that because he's an actual musician. Sorry, he teaches this stuff, and he's really, really good. So I'm going to try to do the harmony behind that, and you guys are just going to do the main stuff, okay? So I'll cue you guys off with the 20th Century Fox fanfare, and then we'll start right in. Is everybody ready? All right. So, here we go. Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da da dun ba da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da dun da. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then we pause, and I'll cue you. Come on, louder. Dun 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 ba ba bum bum ba da dun 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 ba dun dun dun. I'll do it with you. Dun 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 dun. Now I harmonize. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 bum ba bum bum ba da bum ba 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 woo bum 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 down bum da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 bum 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 rum barum barum barum. Keep doing rum barum. Dun 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 dun. And then we fade out. Oh, thank you. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. And then the shuttle comes down. Command station, this is ST-321, code clearance blue. We're starting our approach to deactivate the security shield. Security deflector shield will be deactivated when we have confirmation of your code transmission. I have no idea what I'm looking for, but I'm going to search around for it. Stand by. You are clear to proceed. We're starting our approach. Inform the commander that Lord Vader's shuttle has arrived. This is my only line in the film, and I'm going to say it with gravitas. And then the thing, that's right, the guy walks up and he gulps as he hears. You can do the things with me. Wait, gosh, jeez. Oh my goodness. Somebody sing the Imperial March because Vader's walking out. Come on. Dun, da, da, dun, 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 and then they cut it off. Lord Vader, this is an unexpected pleasure. We're honored by your presence. You may dispense with the pleasantries, Commander. I'm here to put you back on schedule. I assure you, Lord Vader, my men are working as fast as they can. Perhaps I can find new ways to motivate them. I tell you, the station will be operational as planned. The Emperor does not share your optimistic appraisal of the situation. God, that finger, really? Seriously? I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose, right? The voice is enough, but no, we gotta have some physical acting. God bless you, David Prowse, sorry. But he asked the impossible. I need more men. Then perhaps you can tell him when he arrives. The Emperor's coming here? That is correct, Commander, and he is most displeased with your apparent lack of progress. We shall double our efforts. I hope so, Commander, for your sake. The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am. Dun, dun, and now we do the theme again. Dun, 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 da, da, dun, da, 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 zoom. Then they close that out. Dun, 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 dun. Of course I'm worried, and you should be too. Lando Calrissian and poor Chewbacca never returned from this awful place. Don't be too sure. If I told you half the things I'd heard about this Jabba the Hutt, you'd probably short-circuit. Okay, now when I'm actually going to have some reference. Here we go. Yes. Now 3PO goes up to the place and says, actually, if you want to, because I'm referring, you can actually say what I told you to say. Because I'm forgetting something. So what are you supposed to say? I see them. Wait, Leia! Before, the very first one was actually kind of fun because it was, put that thing away, you're going to get us all killed. That was actually kind of fun. I swear I didn't have anything out. It's all good. It's safe. It's family friendly. Okay. So, you should be too. Yes. R2, are you sure this is the right place? I'd better knock, I suppose. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Let's go back and tell Master Luke. Goodness gracious me. R2 Detoa. Tuta. Oh, wait, before we get to Tuta. Bo say thre pay o Tuta. Mishka Jabduhat. Kuchu Quanti. I don't think they're going to let us in, R2. We'd better go. R2, wait! R2, I really don't think we should rush into all this. R2, wait for me! And he bumps into the Gamorrean guard. Just deliver Master Luke's message and get us out of here. Oh my. Oh. Oh no. I told ya. Dewana Wanga. Oh my. Dewana Wagoa. I mean, seriously, he says that with some swagger. Like, he's just like, you're mine now, bitch. It's pretty funny.
Batu, we bring a message for your master, Jabba the Hutt.
Le Jabba no bother.
Izayoto. Dikata umuti. He says our instructions are to deliver the message only to Jabba himself.
You know, I should clean up the spit on the Gamorrean Gar's face, but whatever, it's not that clean a place, right?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid he's ever so stubborn about these sort of things. Lucha! R2, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, and that's the line from that film, because it's in almost every one, right? Actually, no, it's in all three, isn't it? I've got a bad feeling about this. All right, so, oh yes, and in the original one, guess what kind of song plays? It's a Baroque piece that's playing when they enter Jabba's room. Anybody remember that one? It's being played on, yeah, so he's like, they're sitting in there and, oh. Man, it would be cool to just be, I mean, maybe not quite that cool to be Jabba, but to be able to say, oh. I mean, just sit there and have people actually be like, he just said, oh, what does that mean? Oh, and let's see, Master, oh, that's right.
Just deliver Master Luke's message and get us,
wait, no, that's right. That's right, he says, Master, and
he said, the message, R2, the message.
Oh, Shuda. Greetings, exalted one. Oh, this is where he goes, oh, a hologram. I've never seen one of those before. Really? You've lived on Tatooine since you've seen that pod race and you flipped that little thing off the balcony, you cruel creature, you? That's right. So, allow me to introduce myself. I am Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight and friend to Captain Solo. I know that you are powerful, mighty Jabba, and that your anger with Solo must be equally powerful. And by that point, you see Salacious Crumb going like... And so, like, anger being equally powerful, just like this little runt that's sitting in the folds of your flesh right here. I seek an audience with your greatness to bargain for Solo's life. Laughter. With your I actually paused to let you guys laugh because I knew you were going to laugh. So the hologram pauses to let them do that. Isn't that interesting? With your wisdom, I'm sure we could reach an arrangement which would be mutually beneficial and enable us to avoid any unpleasant confrontations. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift. These 2 droids. What did he say? Both are hardworking and will serve you well. This can't be right. R2, you're playing the wrong message. Bib Fortuna's all just like, he's no Jedi.
Bano one did follow Bara to Charity. Masala Kubakuta Maya Hitu Solo Atimantaya.
Of course, I'm sounding a little bit like, what's his name from the first one, but whatever, we'll ignore that for now.
R2, look, Captain Solo, and he's still frozen in carbonite.
That's a really serious stinger that good old Williams throws in there in order to see Solo. Then they're walking, that's right, then they're walking towards the place with the droids.
What could have possibly come over Master Luke? Was it something I did? He never expressed any unhappiness with my work.
Oh, how horrid. Oh.
Ah, good. New acquisitions. You are a protocol droid, are you not?
I am C-3PO, human science.
Yes or no will do.
Oh, well, yes.
How many languages do you speak? My mouth is a little flapping thing.
That's one heck of an advanced robot, right? Little flapping mouth like that.
I am fluent in 6 million forms of communication and can readily...
Splendid. We have been without an interpreter since our master got angry with our last protocol droid and disintegrated him.
Disintegrated?
Oh! God, this protocol droid might be useful. Fit him with a restraining bolt and take him back to our main audiences.
Okay, come on, I'm forgetting it. I see them. Wait, Leia, don't be shy. Or say you forgot it, you stupid dumbass. I can take it. All right, so he says, take it back to His Excellency's main audience chamber. R2, don't leave me. Oh.
You're a feisty little one, but you'll soon learn some respect. I have need for you on the Master's sail barge, and I think you'll fit in nicely.
All right. So let's see. Fit in nicely. Yes, that's right. The chord is blah, 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 blah. Yes, this is the part where you got the dancing girl, and it's just like, and then, oh, geez, I can't even remember the song, but, and whatever she just said there really set him off. And then the floor falls out. And people look over and you don't know what's down there, but you hear the screams and oh my goodness, what's going on? And then somebody actually comes in and yes. So somebody tumbles back, a guard comes forward and you see Chewie. Oh no, Chewbacca. Let's see. Yes, this is a fun one. Who knows this line that Jabba says?
Ita, Isharu, Alti Chewbacca.
It almost sounds like he's saying, here we have the mighty Chewbacca, right? Except it's just slightly off, and we're going to get to some more aspects of that line later, or that style of dialogue later. But yes, just like,
Kit Kanchita droid.
Yeah, I am here, your worshipfulness. Yes?
Kupu, Koboraito, Koboraika, Karis, Kachun, Kawawookie.
I heard Wookiee in there, but the rest of that was total garbage. Could you repeat yourself, please? The illustrious Jabba bids you welcome and will gladly pay you the reward of 25,000.
Yoto.
50,000, no less.
It's about to 50 on
you see, you can understand 50 in there. It's like he's almost speaking English. Why didn't he just go all the way and speak English? Whatever. Or Galactic Standard or whatever it is that they speak. So, what did I say?
The mighty Jabba asks why he must pay 50,000.
Because he's holding a thermal detonator. And Boba Fett draws immediately. Dun, 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 dun. They all get.
Yeah. It's Dadalita Putacho.
This bounty hunter is my kind of scum, fearless and inventive. Let's see.
Waditam 35, Katim Idatnai.
Jabba offers a sum of 35, and I do suggest you take it.
Yoto. Cha.
He agrees.
No kidding, he didn't blow us all to smithereens.
That's what I would have said if I was Jabba. Anyway. I like that theme, and I think they replaced that for the special edition too, didn't they? I don't remember. Yeah, see, oh, jeez. Okay, so we're past that scene. Thank God. He agrees. Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. So, little guy sneaks in when everybody's asleep because everybody just sleeps in the exact same position that they were standing when they were previously in the main audience's chamber. So they just go like,
okay, time to go to sleep.
and everybody just goes like this. And so they're all asleep, that exact same spot. The bounty hunter goes in, clicks a couple of buttons, and then you hear what sounds like something pretty nasty. It's fleshy and icy sounding. It's actually not a bad sound. As his fingers come, jeez, that's terrible. As his fingers are released from the carbonite, and he falls out.
Just relax for a moment. You're free of the carbonite.
I can't see.
Your vision will return in time.
Where am I?
Jabba's palace.
I'm feeling your face, but it's weird. Who are you? Someone who loves you. Where? Oh, I couldn't see you kiss me, so that's weird too. Oh. Come on, we gotta get you out of here. What's that? I know that laugh. And from behind a curtain where they couldn't have possibly been heard in the first place. Oh my goodness, they were completely silent. Maybe there's like a noise barrier that Jabba just pushes a button and like all noise from beyond that barrier can't be heard or whatever. But no, it's a curtain and it comes open and then they're all there. So it's just, Jabba. Look, Jabba, I was just on my way to pay you back, but I got a little sidetracked. It's not my fault.
Di bandiga botan solo.
Smugla. Again, I'm going to really enunciate the words that sound like English words that Jabba says. Smugla. Badin bandan bantha fudu. Look, Jaja Nichu. At least that doesn't sound like anything except some other language, which wasn't bad there. Jabba, I'll pay you triple. You're throwing away a fortune here. Don't be a fool. Okay, so we're past that scene. Let's move on to the next. Yes, Jaja Nitu. Oh, yes. Kulianai. Bring her to me. We have powerful friends. You're going to regret this.
Namatoda.
A nematode?
Oh, that's what's going to come out of my mouth now.
Oh, I can't bear to watch. Salacious Crumb. That's a really unfortunate name, even if you do look kind of, small and Jim Henson-y. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's just like Han goes into the cell, and here's this. Who's there? Oh, Chewie. Chewie, is that you? Isn't this how we met in the first place? How many people here seen Solo? Okay, yeah. That's how we met. That's right. Yes, so. Luke's crazy. Can't even take care of himself, much less rescue anybody. A Jedi Knight. I can't believe. Oh, geez. So I'm in it for a little while. Everybody gets delusions in grandeur. God, he's really milked that line for all that it was worth. I'm all right, pal. I'm all right. Okay, then you have the door opening. Skywalker, I must speak with Jabba. Let's see. I must speak with. God dang it. Okay, do it. Come on. Yes! Didn't that feel? Yes, thank you so much. Okay, so that's right. He says, oh God, why didn't I? You will take me to Jabba now. Jabba now. You serve your master well. And you will be rewarded. People start getting, waking up again because they always sleep or whatever it is. And So yes, at last, Master Luke's come to rescue me. Master, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. I told you not to admit him. I must be allowed to speak. You weak-minded fool. That didn't sound anything like that, did it? Jedi mind trick. You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me. Your mind powers will not work on me, boy. I shall enjoy watching you die. He tries to shoot the thing, and then he goes down into the floor, and then the Rancor scene, and I'll try to do the best at that. Let's see, he hides under the thing. I can't get under there anyway, so he's like, look. The Rancor comes out, actually, and he grabs the Gamorrean guard, starts to eat the Gamorrean guard. He bites, doesn't he like bite? Yeah, he bites into him, and then you see the hand go in. That's kind of neat. So you got all that scene going off. He uses the rock closes the gate, and then he goes, Yeah, and then it goes, Uda, Uda, and then the handler comes out, right? Like this is his pet, right? Like so he's just like, how could you kill my fur baby? That's right. And then Jabba, who's witnessed all of this, says, bring me, it's not bring me, but I'm going to say it anyway. Bring me solo chon Wookie. They will pay for this outrage. I swear, he speaks half English, that crazy guy. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, the side of the pit, holding tunnel. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Han, Luke. You okay? Fine. Together again, huh? Wouldn't miss it. And they're being thrown around by the guards, so they have to actually speak their lines really calmly. Wouldn't miss it. Geez, my back just got broken. How can I say that? How we doing? Same as always. That bad, huh? Oh. Oh dear. His high exaltedness, the great Jabba the Hutt, has deemed that you will be terminated immediately. Great, good, I hate long waits. You will therefore be taken to the Dune Sea and cast into the pit of Karkuna, a resting place of the all-powerful Sarlacc. Doesn't sound so bad. In his belly you will learn a new definition of pain and suffering as you are slowly digested over 1,000 years. On second thought, let's pass on that, huh? You should have bargained, Jabba. And they take them away. It's the last mistake you'll ever make. Which it was. So, good for him. Now they're over the Dune Sea. And I think my eyes are getting better. Instead of a big dark blur, I see a big light blur. There's nothing to see. I used to live here, you know. You're going to die here, you know. Convenient. So, just stick close to Chewie and Lando. I'm taking care of everything. Oh, great. Man, he has faith in his friend, doesn't he? These guys have been together for quite some time, and he's just, yeah, you got everything figured out. My hands are behind me, and I'm going to sound more old and grumpy the more further I get. But I'm going to get more money for Star Wars movies somehow. So, 3PO, I'm terribly sorry. R2, what are you doing here? Well, I can see you're serving drinks, but this place is dangerous. They're going to execute Master Luke, and if we're not careful, us too. I wish I had your confidence. Yes. Let's see. Then they finally get, oh, that's right. He pulls Leia closer to him and says, soon you will learn to appreciate me, with his usual oh, victims of the almighty Sarlacc. It's got the same kind of echo, doesn't it, in this room? His Excellency hopes that you will die honorably. But should any of you wish to beg for mercy, the great Jabba the Hutt will now listen to your pleas. And Bib Fortuna's looking on like, God, what a weasel. So, 3PO, you tell that slimy piece of worm-ridden filth he'll get no such pleasure from us, right? Jabba, this is your last chance. Free us or die. Put him in. I want you to sound like you're laughing, whoever does the voice of Jabba, so I want you to go, okay. So, yes. Now we have Cook Huma, and he jumps, he flips back, and he catches the lightsaber that R2 just gives him, and it's a green lightsaber. Oh my God, it's green! This is so cool! And he starts hacking away, and things are going totally crazy. Let's see. So yes, and at that point you have Luke. Oh yeah, you have Boba Fett go out onto the skiff, and he's fighting on the skiff, and then Han goes, Boba Fett. Boba Fett, well, actually, first, Luke chops off Boba Fett's blaster, which is amazing that, like, Obi-Wan couldn't have even done that with Django in the first place, back in the older movie, which I find is kind of funny. He's running around with him the whole time. So he chops that off, and then he wraps Luke up in the rope, which, you know, Luke uses a blaster in order to get out of the rope, and then Han's holding that, whatever that spear thing is, and he says, Boba Fett, where? And he hits Boba Fett's rocket pack, and Boba Fett suffers the most ignominious death of any Star Wars character ever. Can I get an amen to that?
Seriously, it's Boba Fett, and he gets swallowed in like a second with a burp from the Sarlacc as he goes. See, he's tougher than that, especially before they gave him that accent. Oh, God, George, what were you thinking? All right, so that's the end of Boba Fett. And then he goes, we're going to skip forward a little bit, and then Luke actually jumps onto the sail barge, gets up on the sail barge, says, "Get the gun!" Pointed at the deck, and he's fighting off like 5 guys, and his hand happens to be up here. "Please shoot my hand!" Oh! And somebody actually does. He's like, "I'm going to aim and shoot your hand because you're a Jedi. You're not going to notice, even though you block blaster shots." Well, whatever. They got to do it somehow. Pointed at the deck. And then he gets the rope, which is, all of our sail barges have ropes, right? That can reach all the way off to a skiff or something like that, just because, Jabba the Hutt is a very athletic guy, and he likes to do, rope activities, and he likes to swing like Tarzan. So Luke gets the rope, he hits the blaster, blaster hits the thing, and it starts to explode, and they swing back onto the, oh, excuse me. I missed an entire spot. Come on. Oh, there's a very important spot where Lando is actually down but getting ready to be eaten by the Sarlacc. We remember that, right? Oh my God, how could I forget? So he's sitting there, he's going, "Hey, Chewie!" And Lando. And then you got Han that lifts his thing up, and he's just like, and he says, "Hold still, Lando." "No, wait, I thought you were blind." "It's all right, trust me." That's the right thing, by the way. Not, "It's all right, I can see a lot better." Seriously, he says, "It's all right, trust me." Wait, somebody said something. Oh yes, thank you. A little higher, just a little higher. Chewie, pull us up. So then, now, we're going to skip back forward, and Luke and everybody else is back on the skiff, and he talks to Lando. He says, like, "Let's go, and don't forget the droids. We're on our way." Then, oh my gosh, Leia strangles Jabba. Well, I guess I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he's trying to exercise, isn't he? Anyway, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. So she wraps the chain around as we skip back and forth like frickin' what is that with Guy Pearce, that movie? Memento. It's like Memento now. Just pretend it's like Memento. So she got the chain around Jabba, and she's strangling him to death, and finally he just goes, "Ugh." Oh, that's right. And then friggin' Salacious Crumb gets shocked by R2 and goes up in the ceiling and goes, "Ah, ah, I'm going to cuss at you in whatever language I have." And he's going to die anyway. Okay, so they're all in the skiff. He says, "We're on our way." And then bum, bum, ba, da, 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 da. That's a really great theme. I really like that. So the skiff goes away as the whole sail barge explodes. How many people here saw Return of the Jedi in the theater? How many people heard clapping when you were in the theater when that sail barge? I'm sorry, the whole audience erupted in like applause when that sail barge exploded. And man, that is one of those feelings you take with you when you're a kid. All right, so easy, Chewie. Okay, and da-da-da-da-da. Lando, grab it. I'm trying. Okay, skipping forward. Skiff. Exterior Dune Sea. Okay. Should leave that. Whoa. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he's talking to R2. Let's see. I don't know. There's a lot of. Oh, I guess I'm getting. You were pretty good. Oh my gosh. It's the wrong script. It was draft 3 by Lawrence Katzen. But anyway, he's heading off, and he goes, "I'll meet you back at the fleet." "Hey, Luke, thanks. Thanks for coming after me. I owe you one." So he keeps flying, and R2 says, like, "No, we're not going to regroup with the others. I have a promise to keep to an old friend." So there we go. Meet you back at the fleet. Yes, to an old friend. All right, so, yes. Okay, so now we have even more stormtroopers and officers lined up in the hangar of the new Death Star, which is still, like little pieces coming out, so they must still be building it, right? Oh my goodness. So they're in the hangar, you've got the stormtroopers all lined up, standing at attention, and did you know that the director and anybody else that wasn't actually part of the cast had to wear booties on the floor so that they don't leave scuff marks, right? Because otherwise you'd have a floor that black gloss and super shiny would lead scuff marks with people walking on it. So you've got the Emperor actually arising. So we're going to do the Imperial March again. Ready? So we've got dun 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 ba 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 da da dun da da dun 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 ba dun 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 da da. Okay, so we only need one statement. We don't want to keep the audience waiting too long for the Emperor. He comes out, "Rise, my friend." And Vader stands up, and they walk, and you can hear the sound of their footsteps, and Vader goes,
I hope we're not leaving scuff marks on the floor, my master.
really? You hear the sound of their footsteps quite loud at this part because it's so quiet.
I don't know what to say. I'm a little nervous. Does he like me? Does he not like me? I don't know.
The Death Star will be completed on schedule.
You have done well, Lord Vader. And now I sense you wish to continue your search for young Skywalker.
Yes, my master.
Patience, my friend. In time, he will seek you out. And when he does, you must bring him before me. He has grown strong.
I don't know where that came from. That's the way the line feels, right? Yes, that's right. So he has grown strong. Yes, only together can we bring him to the dark side of the Force.
Yes, my master.
Everything is proceeding as I had foreseen. Dun, dun, dun. I've been struck by lightning by Mace Windu, but I still have a wonderful complexion.
Okay. Now you got the interior of Yoda's house. Speaking of complexions, that face you make. Look I so old to young eyes? No, of course not. I do. My complexion 900 years old is. Yes, I do. And yes, oh God, that's right. Sick I have become, old and weak. When 900 years old, you reach, look as good. You will not. Soon I will rest. Yes. Forever sleep. Earned it, I have. Master Yoda, you can't die. Oh, but I look forward to it. No. Strong I am with the Force, but not that strong. Twilight is upon me, and soon night must fall as you cuddle me up in my little blankie. That is the way of things, the way of the Force. But Master, I need your help. I've come back to complete my training. No more training do you require. Already know you, that which you need. Then I am a Jedi. Oh, shit. I thought he learned something from me. Little arrogant bastard. What happened to all that where he was, what he was doing stuff? Hear you nothing that I say. Yes, not yet. One thing remains. He doesn't hold up his finger. Vader, you must confront Vader about his inner demons. I should have clarified that. Sorry, I didn't mean for you to kill him. I thought you could, help him out a little bit. But let's see. Master Yoda, is Darth Vader my father? Long pause. With a folded ear turned away from Luke. Your father he is. Bum, da, 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 da. Realization theme. Da, da. Told you, did he? Yes. Unexpected this is. And unfortunate. Unfortunate that I know the truth. No. Stop making me so passionate. Unfortunate that you rush to face him. That you complete with your training. That not ready for the burden were you. And then, yes, that's right. Oh gosh, he says yes, Russ. He tries to not answer the question. Okay, so we'll go on from that. Yoda, I must know. God. And like, yes. So,
Well, remember, a Jedi's strength flows from the Force. But do not underestimate the power of the Emperor. Anger, fear, aggression, the dark side are they. And once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny.
Master Yoda, you sure you don't need a cough drop? I'm so sorry, but I keep asking all these questions, and I really don't care if you're uncomfortable or you're dying. That's totally okay.
Yes, then, when gone am I, the last of the Jedi will you be. Luke, the Force is strong in your family. Pass on what you have learned.
And I never understood this as a kid, I swear. I did not understand what he was saying, and it took my dad to tell me.
There is another Skywalker.
I was like, what the hell did he just say? There is another I got just fine, but Skywalker, I didn't get that from Skywalker. Okay, great. Then he disappears. And then the little blanket goes down, and poor little Yoda goes off to where he's going to launch lightning at trees, and that's going to be a lot of fun. He's in party land now, where he gets to laugh at everything. I can't do it, R2. I can't go on alone. Yoda will always be with you. Obi-Wan. And then he just saunters in. You know, he appears in other visions, you know, still. And at first he's just the voice, but now he's like, hey, you want to go have a beer? Let's go. I'm just going to walk around this tree, and I could always do this. I just wanted to keep the mystery up, and there wasn't enough money in the budget, so now they can do this. Ben, why didn't you tell me? You told me Vader betrayed and murdered my father. Your father was seduced by the dark side of the Force. He ceased to be Anakin Skywalker and became Darth Vader. When that happened, the good man who was your father was destroyed. So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view. Ben, I don't know if you know this, but social media is going to take what you just said, turn it on its ear, and make everybody hate each other in the future because it is a long, long time ago. So think about what you're saying, Ben. It's kind of, you start thinking along those lines, it gets kind of deep, doesn't it? Yeah. A certain point of view. God, yeah, some lines he doesn't necessarily nail. He's brilliant as the Joker, but that one, a certain point of view. Luke, you're going to have to realize that some of the clues we cling to depend greatly upon our own point of view. Now I have to sit down. When I first knew him, your father was already a great pilot, but I was amazed at how strongly the Force was with him. I took it upon myself to train him as a Jedi. I thought I could instruct him just as well as Yoda. I was wrong. Does anybody have any idea what that really means? I thought I could instruct him just as well as Yoda instructed me, even though he didn't really instruct him. It was Qui-Gon. That's a little bizarre, isn't it? Anyway, I was wrong. There is still good in him. He's more machine now than man, twisted and evil. I can't do it, Ben. You cannot escape your destiny. You must face Darth Vader again. I can't kill my own father. Well, fuck. Yeah, roll credits. Yes. And that's the end. No. That would really, oh, if only we could have put that into the script. Then the Emperor has already won. You were our only hope. Yoda spoke of another that I can pass the buck on to, and I can go lounging in some ocean planet. The other he spoke of, you're already sitting down. The other he spoke of was your twin sister. But I have no sister. I swear these lines are so hammy and weird, you know? It's just like they're all Anyway,
To protect you from the Emperor, you were hidden from your father when you were born. The Emperor knew, as I did, if Vader were to have any offspring, they would be a threat to him. That is why you and your sister have remained safely, or your sister has remained safely anonymous.
Leia. Yeah. What? You kissed her, dude. Oh, Leia. Leia's my sister.
Your insight serves you well. Bury your feelings deep down, Luke. As we all do from certain parts of the world, and this country even. They do you credit, but they could be used to serve the Emperor.
Kiss your sister. Incest.
That's the Emperor's goal all along. Wow. Who would have known that?
Okay. So, they could be used to serve the Emperor. Let's see. Yes. So, Lake returns. Ben, let's see. Rebel fleet, yes.
Oh, that's right. And you see the bumpy ships, and this is where we get to yes. So, well, look at you, a general, huh? Somebody must have must have told you about my little maneuver at the Battle of Tenev. Well, don't look at me, pal. I was just said you were a capable leader. Wasn't looking for somebody to, or a fair pilot. Wasn't looking for somebody. Didn't know they were fuck. Okay, go, do it. Yes, satisfaction and failure. That is what part of what MAGFest is all about. It is wonderful. So yes, all right. So yeah, I said you were a fair pilot. I didn't know they were looking for somebody to lead this crazy attack. I'm surprised they didn't ask you to do it. Well, who says they didn't? But I ain't crazy. You're the respectful one. Remember? Respect? What? What are you talking? Yeah, respectful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Yes, Mon Mothma.
The Emperor's made a critical error, and the time for our attack has come. The data brought was by the Bothan spies pinpoint the location of the Emperor's new battle station. We also know that the weapon systems on this Death Star are not yet operational. With the Imperial fleet scattered throughout the galaxy in a vain effort to engage us, it is relatively unprotected. But most important of all, we've learned that the Emperor himself is personally overseeing the final stages of this Death Star. Many Bothans died to bring us this information. Admiral Akbar, please. I'm a little choked up right now.
You can see here the Death Star orbiting the forest moon of Endor. Although the weapon systems on this Death Star are not yet operational, the Death Star does have a strong defense mechanism. It is protected by an energy shield, which is generated by the nearby forest moon of Endor.
He needs phlegm to talk. How cool is that? You know, we hear from our significant others, man, you make a lot of mouth noise. But man, with his species, the calamari, man, if you don't have the spit, then you're in trouble. That'd be kind of neat. Let's see. Although the weapon systems on this Death Star, oh, that's right. Yes. Blah, 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 blah.
The shield must be deactivated if any attack is to be attempted. Once the shield is down, our cruisers will create a perimeter while the fighters fly into the superstructure and attempt to knock out the main reactor. General Calrissian has volunteered to lead the fighter attack.
Good luck. Huh? You're gonna need it. Oh.
General Day-D.
Is it Day-D? I guess. We have stolen a small Imperial shuttle, and my beard is, even though it's around my face, it's bigger than any of you've seen because it almost goes up to my eyes. Oh, disguised as a cargo ship and using a secret Imperial code, a strike team will land on the moon and deactivate the shield generator. It sounds dangerous. Wonder who they found to pull that off. General Solo, is your strike team assembled? My team's ready. I don't have a command crew for the shuttle. It's okay, pal. I didn't want to speak for you. That's one. Boy, that's a smirk he's got when he says that, right? That's one.
The general, count me in. I'm with you too. Dun, 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 dun. And then Luke goes and he hugs Leia because he's got something new that he knows there. It's like, boy, you won't guess what I just learned, but it's all right. What is it? Ask me again sometime, but not when we're in bed. Ooh, goodness gracious me. Yes. Hi, Han. Chewie. Gosh. And then there's a final line as Wonder how their father. Come on, give it to me. Leia. There we go. Okay. So what is it? Han, Chewie. Yes. Yes. This is it. It's C-3PO's line, and he goes, "Exciting is hardly the word I would choose." So they're in the hangar. Look, I want you to take her. I mean it. Take her. You need all the help you can get. She's the fastest ship in the fleet. All right, old buddy. No, I know what she means to you. I'll take good care of her. She won't get a scratch. That's a forced she, by the way. It's not even, doesn't sound natural at all. But whatever, we'll skip past that one. Good old Billy D. Williams. She won't get a scratch. I got your promise now. Not a scratch. Would you get going, you pirate? Good luck. You too. All right, so they're there in the thing. Got her warmed. Yes, she's coming up. No, I don't think the Empire had Wookiees in mind when they designed her, Chewie. Yes, because he can't fit. Hey, you awake? Yeah, I just got a funny feeling, like I'm never going to see her again. Come on, General. Let's move. Right. Chewie, let's see what this piece of junk can do. Ready, everybody? All set. Here we go again. And then they jump off. Yes, that's right. Then Vader appears in the throne room. What is thy bidding, my master?
Send the fleet from the far side of Endor. There it will stay until called for.
What of the reports of the rebel fleet massing near Sullust?
It is of no concern. Soon the rebellion will be crushed and young Skywalker will be one of us. Go on. Your work here is finished, my friend. Go on to the command ship and await my orders.
Yes, my master.
So now we're at the Death Star, and they're approaching the shield generator, or at least the Death Star with the shuttle. Yeah. Yes. You know, if they don't go for this, we're going to have to get out of this pretty quick, Chewie.
We have you on our screen now. Please identify.
Shuttle Tiderian requesting clearance to deactivate the shield generator.
Shuttle Tiderian, transmit the clearance code for shield passage.
Transmission commencing.
Now we find out if that code is worth the price we paid.
It'll work. It'll work.
Vader's on that ship.
Now don't get jittery, Luke. There are a lot of command ships. Keep your distance, though, Chewie, but don't look like you're trying to keep your distance.
Oh, seriously, I'd be like, what does that mean, dipshit?
I don't know. Fly casual. Oh, yeah, and Vader walks up.
Where is that shuttle going?
Shuttle Tiderian. Shuttle Tiderian. What is your cargo and destination?
Beep, beep, beep.
Parts and technical group for the Forest Moon.
Do they have a code clearance? Because just like with Amazon, that's important to deactivate the shield generator. It's an older code, sir, but it checks out. I was about to clear them. I'm endangering the mission. I shouldn't have come. It's your imagination, kid. Come on, let's try to keep a little optimism. Shall I hold?
No. Leave them to me. I will deal with them myself.
As you wish, my lord. Carry on. They're not going for it, Chewie. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the friggin' shuttle, he says, keep your distance, Chewie. One of its wings is like a centimeter away from a friggin' Star Destroyer, like the command pod of that Star Destroyer. It's like, keep your distance, Chewie. You're literally going to scrape a window with that thing. That's not keeping your distance for me. Okay, so, yes. Oh, boy. So, they're not going for it, Chewie. Shuttle Tiderian, deactivation of the shield will commence immediately. Follow your present course. All right. I told you it was going to work. Luke still has a suspicious look on his face, and they land.
Oh, I told you it was dangerous here.
That's right. So they're looking at that group of guys that's all encamped with the speeders.
Should we try to go around? It'll take time.
This whole party will be for nothing if they see us.
So, Chewie and I will take care of this. You stay here. So they start walking around. They're strategizing how to do this. We're getting close to the line, even though I'm looking at this even more, and you should be saying, I see them, wait, Leia. We're getting very close to that right now, by the way. So, oh yeah, that's right. Quietly, there might be more of them out there. Hey, it's me. Again, something that makes total sense, right? It's you, Han. You can be silent as you sneak up to those speeders, and you can take them out with just Chewbacca. That's fine, no problem. Go ahead. It's you. So, it's you. Han starts walking off with Chewbacca, and then, oh yeah, and then he hits Han, and he's like, "Go for help, go!" And then we're coming up to that line, and then Leia goes down and says, "Over there, 2 more of them." And then what does Luke say? "I see them. Wait, Leia." Yes, now we can go past that, but we'll come back to it because I'm going to miss a couple more things, I'm sure. So, yes. One of the coolest chase scenes in all of cinema, by the way. My God, that's you can see cars chasing each other, but there's a limited amount of action compared to almost being hit by a tree. So that's pretty cool. Quick, jam their comlink, center switch. Move closer. Oh, and by the way, whenever you see them fly by and the camera, some horn, is it a tuba or a trombone? You hear like, woo. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, is it a creature that is looking at this as though it's a race and it goes like, yoo? That's pretty cool. That's right. So, yes. Get alongside that one. And then he chucks him off, and then it's him and Leia that are racing after that third guy, and it's like, choo, 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 choo. Oh, man. Keep on that one. I'll take these 2. And he goes back because there's 2 of them that are behind him, and we're describing the chase scene even more. So finally, Leia gets shot off, and she goes, whoa! And then Luke actually, oh, yeah, he gets in next to one of the other forest troopers, and he's trying to bump him off, but he can't, and they get caught. And then finally, when he gets free, he goes, whoa! And then his speeder explodes, and then the other guy starts turning around. Oh, and this is actually a cool scene. This is where Luke gets to be badass a little bit. And he gets up, and then the thing comes around, and the guy's going, yeah, I'm cool. I'm going to lean back, and I'm going to shoot at him like this. Choo, 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 choo. But he blocks all of them, and then he cuts off the front of the speeder, and the thing goes, woo, 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 woo. And then Luke goes, because, man, swinging that lightsaber is really tiresome work. And riding in those speeders, well, I'm sure it's probably pretty intense. So he gets back. Han says, Luke, where's Leia? Well, she didn't come back.
I thought she was with you.
We got separated at birth. Hey, we better go look for her. All right. Come on, R2. We'll need your scanner.
Take the squad ahead. We'll meet at the shield generator at 0300.
All right. Don't worry, Master Luke. We know what to do. I'm sorry, he's not on tiptoes, but it sort of sounds like he's actually saying that. They move off into the woods. Yes. Oh, that's right. Okay, now we get to meet good old Warwick Davis, right? Yes, good old Warwick Davis. Like, he starts poking at her. Cut it out! Oh. Let's see. Well, looks like I'm stuck. Oh, wait, that's right. I'm not going to hurt you. And he's got his spear there. Oh, looks like I'm stuck here. Trouble is, I don't know where here is. Well, maybe you can help me. Look, it's a hat. It's not going to hurt you. Look. Yes, and she's getting all cutesy with the Wookiee, or with the Ewok, excuse me. Come on, sit down. I promise I won't hurt you. Now come here. All right, you want something to eat? And she gets out a saltine. I didn't know they had saltines in Star Wars, but she gives a good old saltine to Wicket, and he sits down and he eats it, and his little teddy bear feet plop up, and he's kicking them all happy. That's right, come on. Oh, that's right. So, what is it? And then you hear this. And I'm going to try to do it like this because you're getting my breath too.
That's a little bit better. All right. So she's looking around, and then finally a trooper goes, freeze! Come on, get up. And then he's, go get your ride. Take her back to base. Yes, sir. And he goes, hands up. Oh, that's right. And so finally, like, and Wicket like uses his spear, and then he goes like, what the? Yeah! And like she uses the big branch to knock him out. And then finally she says like, come on, let's get out of here. And she picks him up, he's so cute, and puts him down, and they go walking off. That's right. Oh, God. She has to shoot the other guy. That's right. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. I see them. Wait, Leia. Okay, so she has to, she picks up, not only should she hit the guy, but she picks up his blaster and she shoots the other guy. And as a matter of fact, there's a scene where it looks like the speeder is standing still with ferns growing out of it, and it just explodes in place because that's a bad shot, but whatever. Okay, so yes, okay. So Vader walks in.
I told you to remain on the command ship.
A small rebel force has penetrated the shield and landed on Endor. My son is with them.
Are you sure?
I have felt him, my master.
Strange that I have not. I wonder if your feelings on this matter are clear, Lord Vader.
Oh, God, I'd want to chop him in half right there.
They are clear, my master.
Then you must go to the Century Moon and wait for him.
He will come to me.
I have foreseen it. His compassion for you will be his undoing. He will come to you, and then you will bring him before me.
Let's see. As you wish. Now, let's think about that scene for just a second. So, the Emperor has not actually felt Luke's presence, right? And yet the moment Vader confirms it vocally, and all he's got is his word on this matter, he says, wait a second, in that split second, I've seen the future, and it concerns that very kid that you're talking about that I have no idea about. It's weird. It's just like, he will come to me, I have foreseen it.
But you didn't think he was there in the first place, my master.
Hello, writers, Lawrence Kasdan and all those guys. That's okay, they were on drinking or who knows what. So, Luke. Oh, Master Luke. And then they're looking at the destroyed speeder and they think that it's Leia. And then that's right. He goes, there's 2 more wrecked speeders back there. And I found this. It's Leia's hat. And then he goes, I'm afraid that R2's sensors can find no trace of Princess Leia. And then Han looks up, I hope she's all right. And Luke is like, you hope she's all right? I just found out she's flesh and blood. Jeez. What, Chewie? What, Chewie?
I can smell dead rabbits from 1,500 miles away, and I'm hungry.
So, it's just a dead animal, Chewie. Oh, boy. So, Chewie picks it up, and Luke goes, Chewie, wait, don't!
Great, Chewie. Great. Always thinking with your stomach.
Will you guys be quiet? Let's just find out a way to get out of this thing. Han, can you reach my lightsaber? Yeah. Sure. If I can do laps around this net that keeps spinning. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, R2, I'm not sure that's a good idea because a tiny little spinning blade comes out. It's a very long draw. Oh boy. So, like you hear this.
And
then finally the spear gets pointed. Hey, point that thing someplace else. And then he points it again. Hey, Han, don't. We'll be all right. Chewie, give me a crossbow. So he tries to take. Little guys a quarter of my size are easily overpowering me. How is this possible?
Oh, my head. Oh, my goodness. No. Trito Dogra. It's like trying to speak Spanish when you don't speak Spanish. Hola, amigo. It almost sounds like he's trying to speak Ewokese without actually knowing it because it's one of his lesser-known languages. Trito Dogra. Trito Dogra. Anani manik nani noka. Do you understand anything they're saying? Who wrote this script? I'm sorry. Oh, yes, Master Loop. Remember that I am fluent in over 6 million forms of what are you telling them? Hello, I think. I can't be quite sure. It's a very... Oh, do it! We're getting a lot of these. I could be mistaken. They're using a very primitive dialect, but I do believe they think I am some sort of god. Well, why don't you use your divine influence and get us out of this? Come on, more smirks. He's worse than George Clooney. Oh, boy. I beg your pardon, General Solo, but that just wouldn't be proper. Proper? It's against my programming to impersonate a deity. Why, you... And then... And they point the spears toward them. My mistake. It's an old friend of mine. Hey, I'm from Brooklyn all of a sudden. All right. So, why you? Okay, so they take them in, and finally, they start getting strung up. And Han also says, I've got a very bad feeling about this. And then they're actually tied up to the C-3PO is sitting on the thing. And so he goes, what did he say? I'm rather inflatorous, General Solo, but it appears you are to be the main course in a banquet in my honor. He's like, oh, boy. So... And then Leia actually arrives. Leia, your Royal Highness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, that's right. She gets up there, and her hair is all different because they're really good hairdressers over on the Century Moon. So her hair's amazing, but she's sitting there, and then they try to stop her from saving them. And here's another, slightly canned line. But these are my friends. 3PO, tell them they must be set free. She's like me. She's reading from a friggin' script when she says that. They must be set free. Oh, man. So he goes, and then they get the torches, and then the torches come over. Somehow I get the feeling that didn't help us very much. And then Luke is all suave. 3PO, tell them if they don't do as you wish, you'll become angry and use your magic. But Master Luke, what magic? I couldn't possibly. Just tell them. Head away. Toronto gosh. Head away. Boom. And they all get scared and everything. It's like, but they keep going. And double. See, Master Luke, it didn't work just as I said it wouldn't. And then he closes his eyes. And they rise up, and you hear the Force theme. Oh, my goodness. Hey, oh. And he's floating around in the chair. Put me down, help. So then they let, and then they let them go, and they're down. So yes, oh, thank goodness. Thanks, 3PO. I never knew I had it in me. You didn't. Jeez, haven't you figured that out by now? Oh, yes, that's right. And then he's telling the story. It's like, oh, that's right. It's Atana Mahuata. Hey, not what did he? What did he? What did Veda? If I would go Death Star. Atapati Toronto Gosh. He's going through all the movies, just sort of like I'm trying to do, but like he's like explaining it in Ewokese, and he's using the sound effects, and he's going that Nuch Veda, except it's in a higher pitch, and you hear that higher pitched breath of Vader that is coming from 3PO at the same time as you see a little tiny baby Ewok turning away because maybe it's scared, but it's weird because it's like the baby Ewok is making that sound because it's in a higher pitch to begin with. So next time you see that movie, think about that. Like as the little baby Ewok turns away, think of the baby Ewok going
So I'm sorry, it's kind of a funny part. So, it's a chimney cloud city, because if you flap your hands, you can make clouds. Yes, that's right, absolutely. So, he's, yes, Atu, I was just coming to that. So, then finally they go, ole, ale, and then Han says, what's going on? And she, I don't know. And then finally, she's, wonderful. We are now a part of the tribe. Just what I always wanted. I'm going to hug a bunch of teddy bears today. Okay. So, well, short help is better than no help at all, Chewie. And says, he said the scouts, forgive me, he said the scouts are going to show us the quickest way to the shield generator. Good. How far is it? Ask him. We need some fresh supplies, too. And try to get our weapons back. And hurry up, will you? I don't have all day. So that's a funny part there. Okay. Leia follows Luke out onto the concourse. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're fine. So she follows Luke out. Luke, what's wrong? Leia, do you remember your mother? Your real mother? No, she doesn't, but she just thinks she does, and it's okay. That's fine. A little bit. She died when I was very, very young. What do you remember? Images, really. Feelings. Tell me. She was very beautiful, kind, but sad. Why are you asking me all this? I have no memory of my mother. I never knew her. Luke, tell me, what's troubling you? Vader is here, now, on this moon. How do you know? I felt his presence. You mean it's Christmas already? He's come for me. He can feel when I'm here. That's why I have to go. As long as I stay, I'm endangering this group and the mission here. I have to face him. Why? He's my father. I love this. Your father! It's all, I mean, seriously, it's your she really is disgusted. Your father! There's more. It won't be easy for you to hear, but you must. If I don't make it back, you're the only hope for the Alliance. Really, that's, it's like between the two of them, there's a little bit of an ego there. So, Luke, don't talk that way. You have a power I don't understand and could never have. You're wrong, Leia. You have that power too. Jeez, it's kind of, he doesn't have to speak so sotto voce. I mean, they're way out there. In time, you'll learn to use it as I have. The Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. And my sister has it. She's this chick back on Tatooine. I'm just playing with you. Oh, yes, it's you, Leia. I know. Somehow. I've always known. Then why did you kiss me on Hoth? Go take a shower. Oh, I know all that. No, that's not quite the same thing. All right. Then you know why I have to face him. No, Luke, run away, far away. If he could feel your presence, then leave this place. Oh, boy. No, I wish I could go with you. No, you don't. You've always been strong. But why must you confront him? She's trying to cry, but she can't. Because there is good in him. I felt it. He won't turn me over to the Emperor. I can save him. I can turn him back to the good side. I have to try. So he leaves. Yeah, he gives her a kiss, but I'm pretty sure it's on the cheek, so we're good. So he leaves, and then Han comes out and says, hey, what's going on? Nothing. I just want to be alone for a while. Well, nothing. Come on, tell me, what's going on? I can't tell you. Could you tell Luke? Is that who you could tell? Nah, 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 nah. Gosh, this hurts. And then, I'm Han Solo. I'm going to be all gruff. But I've got a heart. So I guess I'll slowly turn around and mumble my way back. Stand before you, Leia, and with my lips barely parted, just say, I'm sorry. Hold me. You're my boyfriend now. It could never be Luke. We're good. So, there we go. Yes. This is a rebel that surrendered to us, although he denies it. I believe there may be more of them, and I request permission to do a further search of the area. He was armed only with this. It looks rather naughty, but I have no... That's all right, Commander. That's... Yes. Good work, Commander. Leave us. Conduct your search and bring his companions to me. Yes, my lord. So, they walk, and you can hear their footsteps again, but they don't need to worry about scuffing the surface of that hangar floor, so it's okay. This is the forest moon, and things are a little, more laid back. The Emperor is expecting you. I know, Father. So, you have accepted the truth. I've accepted the truth that you were once Anakin Skywalker, my father. That... I guess I can't use this. Oh, never mind. Yeah, here we go. I don't want it to spill. That name no longer has any meaning for me. It is the name of your true water bottle self you've only forgotten. I know there is good in you. The Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully. That's why you... Oh, dang it. That's a hard part. Come on, give it to me. Wait, Leia! Oh, that's a really tough scene right there because I know that's why you won't bring me to your Emperor now, but there's a first line. Who knows what it is? Oh, so I'm not as bad as I thought. Perhaps you are not as strong as the Emperor thought. Yes, your truth serves that. That's right. That's why... Yes, that's why you couldn't destroy me. That's why you won't bring me to your Emperor now. And this scene is actually pretty darn cool. He's got his back turned and I'm just like, I think he's going to cut him in half now? I mean, this is getting pretty sinister. This is one of the little touches that makes Vader the greatest villain, even today in the Star Wars universe. I see you have constructed a new lightsaber. I'm going to wrap my hands around it and feel, as hopefully I don't break it and the Kyber crystal will still be all right. Your skills are complete. Shh. Indeed, you are powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen. And then Luke, yes, that's right. Come with me. Obi-Wan once thought as you do. You don't know the power of the dark side. I must obey my master. I will not turn, and you'll be forced to kill me. If that is your destiny. Yes, I was right. Search your feelings, Father. You can't do this. I feel the conflict within you. Let go of your hate. It is too late for me, son. The Emperor will show you the true meaning of the Force. Excuse me. He is your master now. And he has to go into the AT-AT. Turns at him. Oh no, he came out of an AT-AT. He has to get into the shuttle. That's right. So it's the other side of that little platform. So yes, don't walk back towards the AT-AT. Go towards the shuttle. Then my father is truly dead. That's a great way to win over your dad. You're dead to me, Dad. Jeez, Luke. Well, I guess you didn't have much practice in psychology or anything like that. Growing up in a desert planet and all that. So, Leia. The main entrance to the control bunker's on the far side of that landing platform. This isn't going to be easy. Hey, don't worry. Chewie and me got into a lot of places more heavily guarded than this. And then,
You do.
what's he saying? He says there's another entrance on the other side of the ridge. We get a big crescendo there. That's really cool. Okay, so then the fleet starts coming in. That's right. Admiral, we're in position. All fighters accounted for. Oh, yes. The co-pilot for Lando. Anybody know the name of his co-pilot with the little flaps? Who? Snub? Oh.
Nien Nunb.
Nien Nubbed.
N-I-E-N-N-U-N-B.
That's good enough. Okay, so that guy, thank you, seriously, because I keep forgetting what his name is. So he's sitting next to Lando, and in Star Wars, they use a number of techniques in order to create their languages, right? They draw from sources, and they try to make them muffled so that you don't quite understand if it's a real language or not. But apparently, when the show, when the movie went, was shown in, I don't remember if it was India or wherever it was being shown, like a portion of what he said sounded like "I'm wearing green pants" or something like that when he's responding to Lando, and the whole audience just cracked up when he actually said that. So anyway, when they're approaching it, he goes, and then he says that, and I'm wearing green pants. He says, "Don't worry, my friends are down there. They'll have that shield down on time. Well, this will be the shortest offensive of all time.
All craft, prepare to jump to hyperspace on my mark."
All right, stand by. Did you know you can actually run through a capital ship with another ship? Well, you won't find that out for some time. Okay. It's a shame that wasn't a technique that was employed a few other times. You know, I mean, you have to have a live pilot? No, you just automate it and you just fly ships into stuff. Jeez. Oh, strategy. Come on, people. All right, so you have, and then they go there, they see the secret entrance, and Han says, "Back door, huh?" Good idea. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm just going to say good idea. All right, so, all right, it's only a few guards. This shouldn't be too much trouble. Well, it only takes one to sound the alarm. Then we'll do it real quiet-like. What an asshole. All right. I just say, Leia, you don't have to take that. Oh my, a princess. I'm afraid our furry companion's gone and done something rather rash. Oh no. There goes our surprise attack. And so you see, it is Wicket. Yes, Wicket. So Wicket goes and he tries to create a distraction. So he goes, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, and his little feet are hanging behind him. Look, over there, stop him. So they go and they follow him. And then Han says, "Not bad for a little furball. There's only one left. You stay here." And then R2 goes, "I have decided that we shall stay here. Not Han, me. I'm your dad, R2. So yes. All right. So you got the forest. Oh, it's Paplu. I'm sorry, Paplu, like Papu or something like that. Yeah. So Paplu, not Wicket, is actually going through, and he goes like, and he grabs a vine. He goes, woo! And then they both follow Speeder with no rider, and so that's how they get him away. So in the bunker, you've got Han sneaking up behind, and let's see. And finally, oh yes, now we've got the Emperor scene. So they're trying to place the charges, right?
"Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting you."
And then, so
"You no longer need those."
he takes off the handcuffs. The handcuffs fall to the floor.
"Guards, leave us. We're going to have a whale of a good time together."
So the red cloak guys leave, and he says,
"I'm looking forward to completing your training. In time, you will call me Master."
"You're gravely mistaken. You won't convert me as you did my father."
"Oh no, my young apprentice. You will find it is you who are mistaken about a great many things. Facebook really does share your data with the world." Ah! "That's just for a start."
Oh, so yes. His lightsaber.
Ah, yes. A Jedi's weapon. Much like your father's water bottle. By now you must know your father can never be turned from the dark side of the Force. So will it be with you.
You're wrong. Luke does tell people they're wrong a lot. Every word in that sentence you've said is wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I see them. Wait, wrong. Jeez, yeah, he says that a lot. Anyway, so soon I'll be dead, and you with me. Neither of them can see the future very well. Why do they even bother? I just don't get it. All right.
Perhaps you're referring to the imminent attack of your rebel fleet.
Yes.
I assure you, we are quite safe from your friends here.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
I don't know about that. So,
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Everything has transpired is done so according to my design. Your friends up there on the Century Moon are walking into a trap, as is your rebel fleet. It was I who allowed the Rebel Alliance to know the location of the shield generator. It is quite safe from your pitiful little band. An entire legion of my best troops awaits them.
you know, it'd be great to have Star Wars as a Broadway musical. Sorry.
An entire legion of my best troops awaits them.
Oh, okay. So, yes. Oh, yeah, and then he sings again. Oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive. I could almost arpeggiate that. Yes. So, then you go, finally. Okay. All right. Up, move. Quickly, Chewie. Okay, so they're planning the charges. All right. Quickly, Chewie. Han, hurry. The fleet will be here any moment. And that's right. Charges. Come on. Come on. And then an entire legion of the best troops starts pouring into the bunker in order to capture them. And 3PO says, "Oh my, they'll be captured." Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Okay. And then finally, freeze. And he throws the bag at him. Oh, they could have used the Wilhelm, but that's okay. I'm sure they use it in another spot. So, oh, you rebel scum. And yes, so let's see. Lando flips the switches, so then they arrive. All wings were... Oh, Jesus, is it gold red? Come on, give it to me again. I deserve it. Oh, God, yes. Okay, we're almost there. All wings report in. Red leader standing by. Gray leader standing by. Green leader standing by. Couldn't we have picked any better colors? Gold was better, but that's okay. Lock S foils in attack position. I always thought they said, and I think John remembers this, I always thought he said lock ass falls in attack position. How many people thought it sounded more like that? And it's okay. Just me. Hey, we're all individuals. We're all unique, and it's fine. Oh, Jesus, I feel terrible. Okay. Yeah, did he say lock ass falls in attack position, Dad? Everybody said, no, they didn't. All right, so. May
the Force be with us. I've got my spit and I'm ready.
So, oh, and here's where the guy says, we've got to be able to get some kind of a reading on that shield, up or down. Well, how could they be jamming us if they don't know that we're coming? Break off the attack. The shield is still up. I get no reading. Are you sure? Pull up. All craft, pull up.
Take evasive action. Green Room, stay close to holding sector under shelter.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47.
It's a trap.
The famous Admiral Akbar line. You know what? I can't do that by myself. I'm going to go back and rewind, and I want everyone here to say it's a trap. Would you mind? It's a very satisfying line. All right, so since I can actually do that without looking at the damn thing. All right, so we got to be able to get some kind of I'm wearing green pants. We got to be able to get some kind of a reading on that shield, up or down. Well, how could they be jamming us if we don't know, they don't know that we're coming? Break off the attack. The shield is still up. I get no reading. Are you sure? Pull up. All craft, pull up. Let's see. Yes, take evasive action.
Green Group, stay close to holding sector under shelter.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47.
It's a trap.
Yes, thank you so much. Give yourselves a hand. Iconic lines have to be shared. They can't be, I can't keep it all to myself. Okay, so it's a trap. Yes, fighters coming in. And I swear, this was more TIE fighters than I thought could ever possibly exist when I was a kid. There was like a billion of them just flying in there. So Millennium Falcon is going. There's too many of them. Accelerate to attack speed. Draw the fire away from the cruisers. Copy, Gold Leader. So, oh, it is Gold Leader. That's right. Lando is Gold Leader. So you got the Death Star and, yes, Emperor.
Come, boy, see for yourself. From here you will witness the final destruction of the Alliance and the end of your insignificant rebellion.
And then Luke is standing there, and he looks back at him.
You want this, don't you?
Or if he sang it, it'd be, you want this, don't you? Thank you.
Yes, you want this, don't you? The hate is swelling in you now. Take your Jedi weapon. Use it. Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey toward the dark side will be complete. No, it is unavoidable. It is your destiny. You, like your father, are now mine.
And geez, gosh, that whole thing is so musical there anyway, but next time we'll do musical versions. All right, so let's see. All right, move it. Let's see. Then they're all standing there with their arms above their heads. Yeah, hello. I'm going to use the echo because he uses an echo in this scene, right? Hello, I say over there. Were you looking for me? Oh. Bring those two down here. So, R2, are you sure this is a good idea? Freeze. Don't move. We surrender. And then they have the Ewoks swing in. They start beating up the stormtroopers. And then they start shooting the little bows and arrows. And it's like, and explosions. And oh my gosh, everything's in turmoil. Oh, geez, yeah, this is where real excitement really starts. So they finally, after, let's see, there's the scenes. I'm not going to describe all of them in super detail, but some of the coolest scenes ever are the two logs that destroy the Scout Walker and the logs that get dropped in order to be. I mean, as a kid, I'm sure some of us tried to build those with little tiny twigs. So it's pretty sweet stuff. So yes, Leia tries to get into the bunker. Code's changed. Sorry, horns somewhere with William's score. We need R2. Here's the terminal. R2, where are you? It's not a Scooby-Doo show, but I'm just going to say it like that anyway. We need you at the bunker right away. Yes. Going? What do you mean you're... That's right. Going. But going where, R2? No. What? R2? This is no time for heroics. Come back! At this point, we're really getting tired of C-3PO, aren't we? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so... Yes, Lando says, watch yourself, Wedge. 3 from above. Red 3, Red 2, pull him. Got him. And then, like the nerdy guy actually thinks he's got him because that's the guy in the A-Wing, but he gets blown up first because he was target practice and the means to draw the TIE fighters away in the first place, and I feel really sorry for that nerdy dude that thinks he's like, got him. So, 3 of them coming in, 20 degrees. Cut to the left, I'll take the leader. They're heading for the medical frigate. So then they head for the medical frigate. Oh, geez, pressure steady. And it's amazing, too. Who is in the gun turrets in the Millennium Falcon while all this is going on? All I see are blaster shots going out of the Millennium Falcon, somehow automatically destroying these TIE fighters. Where was this functionality? Was it added in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi? They've got more guys up there, and they're the ones that are actually doing the work. That's more plausible. But wouldn't it be cool if he had this auto tracking system on the things? But you're probably right. More people up there, but they don't get any FaceTime in the movie. That's a real shame there. It is the unsung heroes. Okay, pressure steady. The co-pilot, oh my gosh, you got it right. I'm not saying you were wrong, but it's right here. Nien Num, right? Yeah, Niennumb. Okay, only the fighters are attacking. I wonder what those Star Destroyers are waiting for. So, and they go there, and it's just like, we're in attack position now, sir. Hold here. We're not going to attack. I have instructions from the Emperor himself. He has something special planned for them. We only need to keep them from escaping. Then in there, the Emperor says,
as you can see, my young apprentice, your friends have failed. Now witness the power of this fully armed and operational battle station. Fire at will, Commander.
Won't, and you hear the and the guy goes, fire. And one of the cruisers blows up, and then Nien Nunb goes, oh! It's like, that blast came from the Death Star. That thing's operational. Hold on, this is Gold Leader.
At all parts, prepare to retreat.
We won't get another chance at this, Admiral.
We have no choice, General Calrissian. Our cruisers can't repel firepower of that magnitude.
And we'll have that shield down. We gotta give him more time.
And then like it's another stormtrooper that gets destroyed there. And oh my gosh, there's all these blasts. And finally, I got actually pretty far with that. Oh yes, so it's like 3PO comes down to the bunker. We're coming, and R2 goes and starts. Come on, come on. Oh, R2, hurry. And then, you know, he's sitting there, and then he's trying to shoot away the stormtroopers that are shooting at R2, and then finally, she's like, oh my goodness, R2, why did you have to be so brave? And then lightning is around R2, and he's all blown to bits, poor little guy. And then, well, Han says, I suppose I could hotwire this thing. I'll cover you. And then he gets down there, and he starts wiring. And finally, you got back at the Death Star. Yes, I said closer. Move as close as you can and engage those Star Destroyers at point-blank range.
At that range, we won't last long against those Star Destroyers.
We'll last longer than we will against that Death Star, and we might just take a few of them with us.
So he's, the Rebel fleet moves away, and then, and they start doing that, and it's like, she's gonna blow! I'm hit! Oh, yes, that's right. So, back into the throne room. Your fleet has lost, and your friends on the Endor moon will not survive. There is no escape. The Alliance will die, as will your friends. And yes, I got to get this part right. Good. I can feel your anger. Oh, jeez, dude. You really got to watch some football or get a massage or something. Oh, please. I am defenseless. Take your weapon. Strike me down. Wait. Oh, that's right. No, that's right. It's give in to your anger was the previous one, but now this is this one. Yes, your journey will be the dark side, will be complete. He says that line. Finally, Luke turns back, turns forward, gets the lightsaber, and then with the two things there. So yes, now you got the back in the forest, and then, oh boy. And so then you got a walker that's going along, and then a little, this is embarrassing, but I got to put it in there. So Chewie and two Ewoks follow the walker, and then they get up on the tree. Somehow in the next second, they get all the way onto the branch of this massive tree and get above the Scout Walker, and then, I own Star Wars, and I write all the scripts, so I think it would be fun to have a Tarzan thing in there. That'd be great. The fan base will love it. I thought I smelled bad on the outside. All right. So the guy sees the Ewok. He's like, look, get him off there. And then, of course, Chewie pulls the guy out, and they get back in there. And Han goes, I think I got it. I got it. And another door closes. And then Leia goes, ah! And then she's like, it's not bad. Freeze. Don't move. Because that's the thing that they teach you in Stormtrooper school is freeze, don't move, right? Like, if you've got that, you've at least got, fry. You're not at fry cook, but you're, doing lettuce or whatever it is as a Stormtrooper if you know freeze, don't move. So, freeze, don't move. And then she has her concealed weapon. I love you. I know. And then, choo-choo, just, kills the two Stormtroopers. And then the big Scout Walker comes up. Oh, yeah, and I missed the scene, but it's okay. The Scout Walker that Chewie takes over actually destroys another Scout Walker, and I'm sorry, but the sound design in that is actually pretty cool. It is because, it actually leads people into applause just because of the sound design. This is why sound designers enjoy what they do for the most part. So you've got like, choo-choo, 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 and then it goes to another scene with that same thing, killing all these Ewoks, choo-choo, 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 but in a higher pitch and a faster rate. You've got Chewie's Scout Walker going, choo-choo, 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 and people are like, yes, die, Ewok killing Scout Walker. So that was a very satisfying scene. Sorry, couldn't miss that one. So it's just like, oh dear. And finally, yeah, that's right. So he goes out, and then the Scout Walker stops. He's like, stay there. And then finally he sees, oh, Chewie, get down here. She's wounded. No, wait. I got an idea. And I know we're switching scenes right now. And let's see. Oh, yes. So he's fighting Vader, and he actually goes, with his cheeks, because, you know, if you do blow out your cheeks when you're Luke, it just means you're really concentrating on using that lightsaber. And then he goes, so you know, he's fighting him, and he flips up on the thing, and oh yes, and says, "Your thoughts betray you, Father. I feel the good in you, the conflict."
There is no conflict.
"You couldn't bring yourself to destroy me before, and I don't believe you'll destroy me now."
You underestimate the power of the dark side. If you will not fight, then you will meet your destiny.
He throws the lightsaber, pretty cool move. And Luke goes down on the catwalk, and he falls down. And then we're actually going to skip to the next one because for some reason the previous scene wasn't there, but he's hiding. And Vader's looking around for him, saying,
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
"I will not fight you."
Can't do that into a mic.
"I will not fight you, you. So he said, let's see. He says,
Your thought,
oh, no, that's right. He says, "I will not fight you, Father." Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I missed this one important part. Okay, at the beginning of that earlier one, Vader says,
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
and he's like, he's actually got his lightsaber off at this point. And he says, "Oh, but before I do that, since I screwed up such a bad scene, please." Thank you so much. Okay, so now you've got Vader, and so he turns off his thing and he's just walking towards him, and Vader still has his lightsaber on, but Luke has his off, and I think you know what Vader's going to say at this point, right before he attacks, right?
You are unwise to lower your defenses.
And then he starts attacking him. Another badass Vader moment. So. All right, so I'm sorry. So we'll go back to the bunker at this point, and we have yet for the final. It's the final scene when he's actually searching for him, and he's like sitting there sweating with the light just over his eyes. So we're going to get to that.
"It's over, Commander. The rebels have been routed, and they're fleeing into the woods. We need reinforcements to continue the pursuit."
"Then send 3 squads to help. Open the back door." "Yes, sir." And so the back door opens, and then they get out there, and then you see everybody pointing guns, and all of the Ewoks going. The music rises, and Han goes, "Hey, it's me. That's my saying, don't you know? So throw me another charge." So he takes a charge, and he's just like, "Now, okay, here we go.
You cannot hide forever, Luke.
I will not fight you." And then,
give yourself to the dark side. It is the only way you can save your friends. Yes, your thoughts betray you. Your feelings for them are strong, especially for sister. The first time we hear me being really menacing. I don't ever want you to do that again. You almost burned down the house, son. You have a twin sister. Your thoughts have betrayed her too. Obi-Wan was wise to hide her from me. Now his failure is complete. If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
in, and then one of the coolest, I mean, I got emotional during this scene, far more than any other lightsaber battle. I mean, he is putting his heart and soul. I don't have the choreography in order to demonstrate it necessarily, but except towards the end, but you hear the, oh, go Penelope. Sorry, she was doing some cool moves back there, slicing away. I mean, he is hacking away. He just, this is a point at which Luke demonstrates that obviously his emotions are taking over, so it's a bit of a dark side moment, right? He's really wanting, he's feeling hatred. He doesn't want somebody hurt, but it's also conflict and whatever. So bro, and then he goes and then his hand goes off, and then finally we hear Vader scream in pain. Oh, I mean, you're just like, oh shit. This is serious. He's really hurt. So, yes. Oh, and then when Luke actually goes close to him, he's like, eh. But as we learn later in a certain movie that came out recently, Luke actually is the best Jedi ever because he used the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack, and he exemplifies that. So that's for another one of these. So, yes. The Emperor walks down the stairs. Good, good. Your hate has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side. And then he looks at his hand, and he sees his dad has no hand. Hand? No hand. Hand? No hand. Hey, we could do stop motion animation like this, and it's like I've got a hand, but I don't know. And it gets very emotional. And then, shh, never. I'll never turn to the dark side. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. And then if there's a time when the Emperor should say this, he would normally say, well, fuck. So be it. We got tension strings, or tremolo strings, right? Jedi. And then you've got the general, move! Move! And then about 5 feet away from where the explosion is, you know, Han actually thinks he's going to be safe, but whatever, it's movies, it's okay. And then, then you hear another final horn as, I don't know why there's a horn there, but there is. You can hear woo as the satellite dish blows up. So that must be a shield generator. It's a satellite dish. So it blows up. Finally, Akbar says, the shield is down. Commence attack on the Death Star's main reactor. We're on our way. Red group, gold group, all fighters follow me. I told you they'd do it. But his co-pilot is not that amused. Yeah, whatever, we're almost dead. That's okay. So, back to the Emperor. If you will not be turned, you will join me in finger painting. You will be destroyed. And he's defenseless, so he's just like, at this point, he's oh, that's right. Yes. So he's hitting him with lightning, with force lightning. Young fool, only now, at the end, do you understand? I understand that electricity really hurts. Oh, Father, please. Oh, but I'm sorry. This is kind of, this affected me as a kid too. I was like, well, you're kind of hurting him. That really looks painful. Okay, so all of that happens for a second time, and then finally, now, young Skywalker, you will die. Oh, really? You got his pulse up there in your head? Are you using the Force to see it? But whatever, okay. He might last another 2 rounds. How do you know? So, his yell is even louder. And then finally, you see Vader is standing next to him, and the choir is going up. So obviously, there's a lot of tension here. So, and then finally, and you can all sing it with me because the Force theme is about to play. So he picks up the Emperor. Bum ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Hey, I'm gonna keep using lightning all the way down. And somehow a choir of women was destroyed with the Emperor because you hear, wow, how many people does he have in that robe? All right. Or maybe he's schizophrenic or something, and he's able to change his voice like that. So that could be a possibility, But you learn all kinds of interesting things when people blow up in reactors. I'm going in. Here goes nothing, and then then Lando and everybody goes in. So now lock onto the strongest power source. It should be the power generator. Form up and stay alert. We could run out of space real fast. And then the satellite dish, which obviously is a shield generator, it's the communications dish, I guess, gets hit on the top of the Millennium Falcon. I'm like, ooh, oh my gosh, not a scratch, right? So let's see. If you are watching this on a big TV, how many people here have a TV like 32 inches or bigger? Probably most of us. That's very fortunate. So if you have something like that and you watch this, go up close to the screen as they're approaching it and go pew pew when they're actually shooting that big downward protruding thing that's generating all of the power in there, and it's really like you're in the cockpit. I used to do that as a kid, and I still do sometimes. So they shoot the control tower and they shoot the main one, and everything explodes, and then boom, 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 they all get out. Let's see. So, that's right. So finally everything blows up. It was too close. So, that's right. And while they're doing this, Akbar says, we've got to give those fighters more time. Concentrate all fire on that superstar destroyer. Sir, we've lost our bridge deflector shield. Come on, give it to me. Thank you. I see the way later. Intensify the forward batteries. I don't want anything to get through. And then there's this little really cool acrobatic A-wing that's doing its thing. Intensify forward firepower. Too late. And then it goes in. Oh! And then this little explosion on this massive ship, which has no separation of power. They don't have backup. One little hit into that tiny little room will make the whole thing go. And then it goes into the Death Star, explodes, and obviously Vader wasn't on it, but still, there's Akbar goes, I'll get more spit. Anyway, so he does all that. Piet does that. Oh, yes. So Luke is dragging out Vader, and he has him, and everybody's running around. Nobody pays attention to the fact that this is going on, by the way. They've got other things to worry about because the whole thing is blowing up. So,
Luke,
again,
help me take this mask off.
but you'll die.
Nothing can stop that now. Just once, let me look on you with my own eyes.
Okay, let me figure this out. Can you give me a pointer? Is there a switch? Do I use a pair of pliers? Okay, no, he reaches around. He's like, I think this is it. Oh, no, that was your brainstem. I'm really sorry. Shit. Okay, so he takes the mask off, looks at him. Now go, my son. Leave me. No, I'll not leave you here. I've got to save you. You already have, Luke. I don't look like an old version of Hayden Christensen. You were right about me. Tell your sister you are right. And then dun 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 dun. Very somber scene there. And then, oh yes, that's when they destroy everything. Blah da da da. Move the fleet away from the Death Star. And then Luke barely gets out with the shuttle. And then finally, the whole thing explodes as they're escaping. And then Lando goes, "Yee-haw!" And it's like, ha ha ha! Yes, they did it. And Chewie goes, "Vroom." If you know, it's no difference between talking and cheering, but that's okay for Chewie. So anyway, so Han's looking up there, and he looks down at Leia.
I'm sure Luke wasn't on that thing when it blew.
He wasn't. I could feel it.
You love him. I'm going to smirk again, don't you?
Well, yes. I kissed him on Hoth. He's my babe. Aren't you into Polly? How to embarrass oneself. So, yes, it's all right. I understand. When he gets back, I won't get in the way. It's not like that at all. I'm just going to speak in vagisms until I finally say what I'm supposed to say. He's my brother.
But that time that we...
Just kiss me and forget it ever happened. Or do it again. Oh, boy. So that's all is forgiven. And then, yes, we have the original song. Who remembers the original Ewok song? Not the new one. All right, I'm just going to get into it. And I'm just going to do the theme because I'm going to flub a bunch of it. But it's like, dup, dup, deep, dup, de, dup. Dup, dup, da, 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 da. Dup, da, 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 da. And as the silly Ewok stuff is going on, Luke casually walks over and sees what is now Hayden Christensen, but before was the actual guy that died, because when you get killed with the Force, I guess like your previous good self shows up, but he was good before he died, so it should be the old guy. Sorry, George, you're wrong. And so the old guy's standing there, and Ben's standing there, and Yoda's standing there, and this is obviously after he burns his dad's body, because that would have to happen first too, right? So you've got the song lifting up, and you finally have the dun-da-da-da-da, and then finally the... What's the final theme, John? It goes straight to dun da dun da 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 da. We don't have. So since we are at 5:55, I think I'm going to close it out there because, my God, I'm exhausted. Thank you so much for coming to this. Whew. A lot of good shows, a lot of great panels. So enjoy the rest of your MAGFest. And if we're lucky, we'll be back next year with, episode 1? Rogue One, I was going to say, yes. That would be in the timeline the correct one to do. Yes. Not Phantom Menace, right? Whew. I got scared for a second.
How about holiday special?
Oh, my God. Or the holiday special.